What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of Dear Mental Healness, the series where I, Lee Hammock, the diagnosed self-aware narcissist known as Mental Healness, take subscriber voicemails and call-ins and answer them in video format. Like break down the voicemail, answer their questions on this video right here. Today's episode, we have a lady that calls in, asking how to co-parent and deal with a narcissistic person that asked her to get rid of the baby, y'all. And she thinks that he got her pregnant on purpose to upset his ex. Whew. Stay tuned. I'm going to play the voicemail, then I'll break it down later, y'all. Stay tuned. Thank you. So, here we go.
Hi, so I'm calling in because I have some very serious questions about how to deal with a narcissist when it comes to obviously a co-parenting situation, but I honestly don't want to co-parent.
Don't want to.
My narcissist was actually married before me and has other kids, and when I met him, he was like this charming, sweet, the whole 9 yard type of situation. I got love bombed to the max, and although I had just got out of a relationship, I wanted to take things slow. He was not up for it. In fact, he got me pregnant within the first month of me and him knowing each other, and I did not want to keep the baby, but him and his mother had convinced me to keep the baby, and I grew attached, so I was like, you know what, maybe it's my time. I realized that along the lines that he was very bitter towards his ex-wife for moving on from him and experiencing her life and being in a relationship that's healthy and whatnot. There were certain things that I noticed with him as a parent to his other kids that I didn't really care for. So I did actually break up with him before I found out I was pregnant, but here I am, 4 months later. And we got into a situation because I realized that he was trying to use my pregnancy as a pawn to piss his ex-wife off. And instead of telling her directly, he would tell members of her family and wait to hear from her or close friends. And it made me uncomfortable. And I had contact with her, given that her children were around me. So I actually texted her. I was like, hey, I don't know if you heard, but I am pregnant. And I just wanted to tell you because I don't want any issues on my part with her. I don't know what her standards are with it, given the fact that my child would be siblings to her kids. And she didn't respond to me, which I didn't really care. I said my piece, but she did say something to him about it. And then from then on, he wanted me to get an abortion. And so he would consistently find any reason to say, get an abortion. It ended with him telling me, get an abortion and tell everyone you miscarried. He didn't want his mother to know, so his mother would defend him and be like, no, he's just worried about how, it would affect his life because, he said that he's not ready for another child. He was telling me that he was ready for another kid. He literally told me he wanted a daughter because he only has sons. And he posted on Facebook about how he was trying not to get me pregnant so soon because he was in love with me, which was really creepy to me at first because I'm like, I've only known you for a couple weeks. Also telling me that I was pregnant before my cycle was even to come about. So he was telling me I was pregnant and I didn't even know I was pregnant at the time, but was. It was horrifying. Honestly, the whole experience is horrifying. But because of the situation with him telling me to get an abortion and tell everybody miscarried, I was fed up. And we got into an argument where I was just yelling at him to stop talking to me. I wasn't saying it in a nice way, obviously, but in response to that, he actually punched me in my chest, and his mother defended him for it. And she was angry at me for telling the doctors at my next doctor appointment. They told me that he wasn't allowed to come to the office when it comes to me seeing the baby and stuff. So I ended up having to block the mother, and I went and got a restraining order, and I just found out from my lawyer that he's seeking counsel and wanting to fight the restraining order. And I don't know what to do because I'm at a point where I'm 4.5 months, but I'm not really showing. And I'm like, do I lie and say I miscarried so that he won't fight the case? Or how do I prepare myself with the anxiety of why are you fighting the case? Why are you fighting this restraining order? I don't want any contact with you. I don't want nothing to do with you. So if you could answer my question, that'd be great.
Okay, y'all. Oh, that was a doozy. Got my notes. Stay tuned for the breakdown. Goodness, y'all. Before we hop into the breakdown, y'all, make sure y'all check out the self-love journal that's on Amazon. Lee Hammock, I Love Me, a self-love journal. Help you rebuild that self-love and identity before, during, after a toxic relationship, y'all. Okay, that was a not wild one, y'all. I hear stories like this every day, but y'all already know. Let's get into it. Love bombing. Y'all, clearly, she might not know this, but she knows this now. He was not over his ex. Absolutely not. It doesn't sound like he wanted to be divorced. It sounded like his ex-wife was tired of him, fed up with him, and over him, and decided to move on and divorce him. And he was not over her. So he used this new person, our person, to try to make the ex-wife mad. Like trying to move extremely fast with her, getting her pregnant and stuff like that to try to make the ex-wife mad, because you heard her say that he's trying to make his ex mad. I thought he was trying to make his ex mad by doing subtle things, doing things here and there to try to intentionally set her off, to make her angry, to make her upset and things like that. So yeah, he was using her to make the ex-wife mad because the ex-wife was in a new relationship or looking for a healthy relationship and things of that nature. So he didn't want that to happen. So he wanted to make the ex jealous and whatnot. But yeah, pregnant in 1 month, quick, fast, in a hurry. Slow, y'all. This is what I tell everybody. It might be too late for her, but y'all, slow down. Absolutely slow down. If you're moving fast like this, I love yous. Too quick. Let's have a baby. Let's live together. Let's move in together. Let's do this. Slow down, y'all. If it feels like a Disney movie, Disney movies typically have a bad, Disney movies take a turn for the worst. If it feels like, this is a Disney movie, open your eyes and see. You know what I mean? But also the mom, y'all, his mom. Parents are not always enablers of their toxic narcissistic children, but sometimes they are. Absolutely, sometimes they are. This mom like, oh yeah, listen, have a baby. Don't get rid of it. Have a baby by him. Just get ready. We gonna be a family. Blah blah blah. Boo 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 boo. Toxic narcissistic parents can be the biggest of enablers. It sounds like she was enabling in some ways, super enabling in some ways, and not enabling in others. Because when she told him to get an abortion, he told her to get an abortion and say that she had a miscarriage so the mom wouldn't find out, so he didn't want to hurt his mom's feelings. So the mom might not have been that much of an enabler then, but Jesus, it got worse later on. Y'all know that. But she also says he's bitter towards his ex-wife. Like he's bitter towards his ex-wife. He treats his kids a certain type of way and things like that. You know what I'm saying? The greatest predictor of future behavior is past behavior or current behavior. Like you see how he's treating his ex-wife now, like using you to treat his ex-wife, using you to treat his ex-partner. In these situations right here, you see what I'm saying? Are you immune to that? Because it sounds like he can probably try to do the same type of stuff to you. Honestly, just being realistic, to look forward, like things to look forward to, not in a good way, but things to prepare for. He's probably gonna try to treat you the same way he treats his ex-wife, or he's probably gonna be angrier at you. He's probably gonna be angrier at her because he feels like she is gonna keep him from getting his ex-wife back. Because the fact that she said she reached out to the ex-wife and told the ex-wife that she was pregnant by him and stuff like that, and the ex-wife didn't respond, instead told him, that's saying a lot right there, y'all. That is saying quite a bit right there, just in that circumstance, in that situation. That maybe the ex-wife doesn't trying to make the ex-wife jealous. Maybe it looked like it worked in that situation. Like it worked because she didn't respond to her. She responded to her ex-husband instead. Yeah, it definitely looked like it worked because the ex-wife reached out to the ex-husband instead of reaching out, just responding to her. So that worked. That's why all of a sudden he switched his tune. Don't get an abortion. Don't have the baby. Get an abortion and tell people you had a miscarriage. Because it sounded like he had some hope right there that him and his ex were going to get back together. So, and he knew that that would be damn near impossible if she had a baby by him. So yeah, of course he doesn't want to have a baby by you. He wants to get his ex-wife back, so he wants you to get rid of it. And the fact that he punched you is also indicative that he's trying to harm. I don't think this ends right now. I know you haven't had a baby yet. I don't think this ends right now with him leaving you alone, because he knows that he wants access to you. You see what I'm saying? A lot of times it's not even about the kid, because he don't have a restraining order against the kid. It's against you. And you saw some, maybe I'm not showing right now. Maybe I tell him I lost the baby. He'll leave me alone. Restraining orders, a lot of times, I don't know what state you're in, what city you're in, but a lot of times restraining orders end up being public record. So there's public, like they search his name, it's going to come up. Maybe, I don't know. But don't drop it. If he's harming you now, he'll harm you again. He just will. And sometimes the people like this can get very, very dangerous, because they feel like you're ruining their life. They feel like you're holding them hostage. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure it's past the date of no return for you to, have a smush or whatever. You know. So he's gonna get very, like, again, he's probably gonna lose his mind. I personally would keep the restraining order in place, not drop it, because it's kind of like you open the door for him to come back into your life and be extremely harmful and possibly dangerous to you, because the fact that he punched you is showing that that escalates. And then the mom defended him, whatever, like blocked. Yeah, I was gonna say, something you said the mom defended him, I was gonna block the mom, because the mom will justify him harming you. But when you have the baby, don't be surprised if she's all of a sudden trying to be nice, like, I want to see my grandbaby and this is that. Just because y'all have stuff going on doesn't mean I don't get a chance to see my grandbaby. He was just angry. He didn't want more kids, so he punched you. What? Come on now, y'all. The mom defending him and stuff like that. Yeah, don't do that right there. But also, you also said that he posted about, like, a few weeks into your relationship, he posted about not trying to get you pregnant because he was in love with you. Yeah, those are like literal flares that he's shooting up to his ex-wife to let her know that he's moving on. Those literal, like, flares that he's shooting high into the air, like, I'm moving on. I found the love of my life. I'm so in love now. Like, you were the new supply that he was using to make his ex jealous. And it seemed like it worked. You know what I mean? It seemed like using you worked. And now he's done. It seemed like he wanted to be done with you so he can get his ex-wife back or his family back. And you are not, giving him what he wants. So he's going to hold some anger towards you. So I would damn sure keep the restraining order in place. And if you need to press charges, because he's going to come back with a vengeance and with a fury. You have to be very, very careful, because he's fighting. You said he's fighting the restraining order. That's because it could be public record, and that's because, like, he can't if he can't be around you, that means that he doesn't know what you have going on in your life. You know what I mean? He wants to be around you to probably try to harm you, push you down some stairs. I would not trust this person around anybody. I'm not telling you to abscond with your child, because they're parental alienation, and they can try to come get you. But while you're pregnant, you can do whatever you want to. When you're pregnant, you can move, you can do whatever you want to. But like I said, do that before the baby gets here. I'm not telling you, again, I'm not telling you to leave the state, leave the city, whatever. I'm just saying, I don't know what state you're in. Some of these co-parenting laws, they automatic 50-50. Because restraining order is against you, for you, not for the child. So when the child is born, he has rights to the child if he wants to. So talk to an attorney, see what's the best thing for you. But I do feel like he's a very dangerous person. I don't think co-parenting with this type of person will be of any benefit to anybody. I feel like he's dangerous. He'll harm you. The mom will harm you. He might not give your child back when you do exchanges. He might try to use, like, if the ex-wife is feeling a certain type of way and he somehow gets back with her, I don't think she'll treat your child with any kind of love or respect. Like, that child is head outside of that space. So be very, very careful, y'all. Be very, very careful. You have to, because if you're not careful, I'm telling you, if you are not careful, these people will take you up out of here. They will take you up out of here, make you lose your damn mind, and they will absolutely harm you. They just will. That's part of the space and the dynamic that these people go through. So I would keep the restraining order in place just to protect your peace, because if you don't, that's when they come get you, y'all. Anyway, y'all, let me wrap this thing up. Thank you for calling in, leaving that voicemail. If y'all want to leave a voicemail, the number is 855-HEALNESS, HEALNES. That's 855-432-5637. 855-432 5637. Healness. Leave a voicemail. Ask a couple of questions or whatever. They can be up to 5 minutes long, y'all. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. Like and subscribe for more if you already haven't. Mental Healness is out. Peace. Thank you so much for making it to the end of my video, y'all. Thank you for watching all the way through. I'm eternally grateful for you. If you haven't already, you made it this far, you might as well go and hit this subscription button, y'all. Turn on the notifications so we can reach more people. Help me reach more people and whatnot. The self-love brand is available as well. Link is in the description of every single video I do, y'all. I'm aware this is the I Love Me brand. The self-love journal is also available too, y'all. I have a weekly newsletter that goes out as well. If you haven't, check in to join the channel memberships for some behind the scenes access and more perks and things like that, y'all. Thank you so much. Mental Healness is out. Peace.